There we go. Hey, what's up, guys? J-Toll here for another movie review today. I'm going to do a quick one on, what's it called? Dumb Money. And then I'm going to go and shred this movie ticket, MPAA number 54152. Went and saw that on Sunday at the matinee because I wanted to get out of the house, first and foremost, and I thought this movie might be cool to go see with the contest of free movies for a year. So that's what Cinemark. After I saw the movie, it was funny enough. Makes you want to stand up and cheer. This whole underdog story is great about what happened with Roaring Kitty and the whole GameStop thing. But it's totally like a movie you could wait till it's streaming. I don't normally go see these movies in theater. I wait for action movies. But this one had this contest. But after I got done with it and kind of watched it, and I was like, well, that could have been a streaming movie. And I looked up the prize value for movies for a year. It's just a movie club credit, once a month, for 12 movie club credits. So it's like, what do? You go to the movies once a month if you win, and the value is about $120. It's okay. It's not really exciting enough to really want to get you to go. For an okay movie, but it was funny enough. I enjoyed the story, the underdog story of everybody who wants to win. Everybody wants to get rich. I get it. I do too. And so the stock market, the crypto market, it's very alluring, but it can still be risky. So this whole story, let's see, I've got some notes. This whole story about Roaring Kitty, I really enjoyed it. It's done by Seth Rogen and Pete Davidson. A couple of notes I took, it's really crude with a lot of language. And just, what would I call it, like sexual immorality. The jokes, the situations. As a father, as a parent, if I was going to take my kid to go see a movie and it's just full of all kinds of crap, it's kind of like, dang. If you saw the trailer and you're familiar with these guys, it shouldn't be anything new to you, but it's just kind of a heads up. I can't imagine having a daughter that's like 7 or 8 or something like that. What's this rated? I guess it is rated R. And if you go look up the content, if you really want to know and go look it up, there's the certificate number. It's a lot of sexual references and just a whole bunch of language all through the whole movie. So it's like, if you have a younger child and you really want to kind of keep them out of that, that'll be the Christian people that are watching. I've got a lot of Christian friends. I'm a Christian myself. I'm working on cleaning up my language and getting all that root of bitterness out of the heart. So I'm not just spewing a bunch of garbage and just lust of the flesh. That's really what it is. It's not one specific person to rebuke some certain person. It's really just lust of the flesh and sexual immorality. So that comes through. It's a lot of funny stuff. But if you want to stay out of that, I'm just giving you a heads up. That's all. God bless all these people and everyone that was part of the project. I just wanted to point that out. I can't imagine having, what I was going to say is, if I had a daughter, did they really need to have this added in to tell the story of GameStop and Roaring Kitty and all the, regular people that were riding the wave? I guess it makes it interesting, and sex sells and just all this shock kind of value, appeals to a lot of people. So it's just their take on it. But if I had a daughter, I can't imagine having a 7 or 8-year-old daughter and taking her to see a movie like this where it's like, oh yeah, let's go GameStop. Yeah, cool. Let's go see GameStop story. And it's like all this stuff where it's like, oh, okay, is she going to start just, you don't even know what. That's the thing. So funny enough, after the movie, I came home and there was a preacher on TV that we were watching, and he was talking about the whole thing of Lot, and his soul was vexed. And I've never really heard it the way that he was talking about it. And whatever the verse is about Lot having his soul vexed was like he was in Sodom and Gomorrah and he was just part of it. And so it troubled and pained his soul to be in the middle of a place like that, of full of immorality in all kinds of different ways. And the consequences were like he'd lost family members, children, a wife. I can't really speak on the details. We'd have to look it up. But I just thought that was so interesting. I was praying about, Lord, help me understand this better. And it was kind of like, just be careful about vexing your soul. If you're seeped like a tea bag in tea, you're just seeped in all this junk and garbage all the time. It really can rub you kind of wrong. So heads up. But it was funny. So I don't know. I'm not going to stop going to movies. Like, I'm a Christian, like, oh, I don't go to movies because of curse words. You know, I don't do that. I'm going to go see a movie. But I'm just giving a heads up more than anything that this movie's full of that. Anyhow, also, this was interesting because I helped build Gamestop. In college, there was a Gamestop in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. And we went to that store. We got some friends. Bajance, shout out, he was part of that. Some other people, I don't remember who it all was. But we got jobs at Gamestop and went to the Arkadelphia store that was already running. They showed us how the whole business ran, which is super interesting for entrepreneurship and just following that, like the whole sales process, like they talked about in the movie. Like, yeah, you know, the pushing the pre-sales and the pre-orders and all this, you know, did they sign up for the thing yet? The club. Like, they really wanted us to do that. So we learned how the whole business worked. And then we went to Malvern, Arkansas, where I'm from, where I'm at right now. And we opened the Malvern, Arkansas GameStop on it's like 2300 Leopard Lane, right by Walmart. We opened up that store, like straight up. We built that store and like put the games out and got used to customers coming in as that store was being built. That was tight. They flew in a guy from corporate headquarters that helped oversee the process with the manager. Gosh, what was that dude's name? I don't remember what his name was, but that was really interesting. When I was a lot younger and into video games, I kind of fell out of it for a while. And the whole story of GameStop, though, and the stock, GME, is very interesting because at the same time, I wasn't paying attention much to that, but I was in crypto. And so I was getting into crypto stuff. I made pretty well off with crypto, just in my own personal endeavors. I got out right before the market like tanked. And so I was kind of paying attention to GameStop, but I wasn't really into wanting to get into that at the time. And so I just kind of glanced at headlines. I wasn't part of it like some of the people were, like in the film, or like you might have been. If you were part of this time period, what does this film stir up in you? Like, what does it make you think about? I'm curious how that went for you. I made out okay because I got out, I think when Bitcoin was at 40 and it broke through 40, I think I sold all the crypto I had, made a video about it, and it was like 38 and it was dipping below 38. And then the market just kept going. And so that really sucks for people like the nurse in the movie that, you know, it says like our negative 13,000 because they're still hodling like diamond hands, you know, for life. You got to understand, though, it's more than just a movement. It really is a game that a lot of people play, and someone's left out at the end of the story. So you got to be wise. This calls for wisdom that if you do get into these investments, that if you're just trying to seek a profit, that you actually take profit and get out of the market at some point, because you might be left with nothing, like a lot of people probably have been. I don't know how many people I heard was like, oh yeah, we're rich off Dogecoin. And then the market turns around, they're still holding, like people I knew. And they're kind of like, dang, maybe I should have sold, holding for life. So like, I'm not even in crypto anymore, but I plan to get back in. The difference there is, and then what I wanted to point out is that everybody wants to get rich, and I get it too. And to recognize that there's always new opportunities. Stock market, crypto game, business fundamentals trump everything. Yeah, let's make millions of dollars in the stock market and the crypto game, or billions. You know, like the Winklevoss twins emerge out of that like billionaires. There's so many other people. It's just crazy what's happened. So let's play the game for real. Let's roll the dice and get in it and have an intention to make profit and to just set our lives up cush where we can ride this thing out with a little bit of grace, by the grace of God, that we can do this. Yet fundamental business principles are where it's at. Sales, marketing, having a solid product and a service, and being able to administer customer service and grow a business that's thriving with cash flow coming in, whether that's a strictly internet business, which is what my focus is right now. YouTube channels are a wonderful way that could be exponentially grown over time into something that really hits and has an impact. Look at those dudes like Mr. Beast that made channels for years and then finally had it hit. Look at that. That's insane. So be part of it. Also, website building and stuff like that. I'm into more of on an SEO thing with like full websites, going into affiliate marketing for different products and niches, and some local stuff too. Not really a marketing agency doing work for people. I don't really care about doing that. I just want to own assets and cash flow with internet marketing and with real estate investing. So that's solid, super solid fundamentals for just good business. If you have an idea or an invention, there's always new opportunities emerging. Just stay sharp with what you're interested in and how you can provide value with your gifts and services that God has gifted you with. Let's do right by God first and foremost, and by other people. Keep our standards high, and that's going to be the best way to move forward. What do you think on this? That movie just in the essence of what it all stirred up, that's what this movie stirred up in me. It's just we need to move forward, do things right, and like, Lord, make a way for things to be made all right. I know a lot of people are hurting out there financially. And so let's get it in the right way. And God bless y'all. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Let's see. Hopefully this isn't too long. 10 minutes. Dang. All right. Peace out. Until the next one, guys.